Hey everybody, just wanted to take a second to tell you about the Mana Trader series. Mana Trader sponsors our channel. It lets me rent decks so I can play everything I need on MTGO to show you guys decks going on in the format, what's happening in Magic at the moment, and lets me help keep playing there, keep making the content you guys want to see. So if you want to play in the series, it's a once per month Eternal format series on Magic Online. You can sign up for Mana Traders using code A22EN. It's code A22EN. You'll get 15% off your entry, you'll get 15% off your subscription each month, and then you'll get free entry into the Mana Traders series where you get to play for a big payout. If you look at the payout here, huge prize pool, $4,000, $2,000, a bunch of credit towards it. Top 8, everyone's getting paid out. Even just in the Swiss, you get paid out for placing, so you don't even have to rely on one tournament where things go good or bad. You can actually get paid out for just playing a bunch during the Swiss. And there's a lot of good players in it, so it's a good place to step up. It's a good place to play against the best in the game right now and get better at playing Magic. So, again, if you want to sign up, use code A22EN at checkout for 15% off.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we're playing brand new Modern. You can still technically cascade into Valky or Tybalt or whatever the 7-mana Tybalt from the new set is on Magic Online, but that's only legal until downtime tomorrow at the point I'm recording right now. So I don't think we're going to run into it too much because everyone knows it's kind of gone. And I think people are excited to get back to playing normal Modern. Excuse me. And so I wanted to start with Snapcaster Mage and Lightning Bolt because, God, I love Snapcaster Mage and Lightning Bolt. It's been a long time since they were playable, and I've said a few times in the past year or two that Snapcaster Mage just isn't a real card in Modern anymore because Mystic Sanctuary was just so much better than it. It just did what Snapcaster Mage was trying to do a lot better, with a lot less cost to playing it. Much better card. That said, Mystic Sanctuary got banned, and Snapcaster Mage is still good. It's not like the card wasn't good, it's just that it was worse. But if Mystic Sanctuary is so good it got banned, well, maybe Snapcaster is good again. So I want to try that out. I want to try Cleansing Wildfire in a Jeskai deck. I think Uro was a problem unto itself. It was a very, very powerful card. It did a lot for a lot of decks. But one thing it did in control decks specifically was ramp their mana, and it was really powerful at doing that. And the control decks were pretty dominant, honestly, for a little while. And obviously I don't have anything as good as Uro. I can't just... I don't have the perfect answer. The perfect, ramp plus threat plus resiliency plus life gain plus everything, all wrapped in one package like Uro was. But Jeskai can kind of cobble it together. So I'm trying Cleansing Wildfire as my ramp that also doubles as, like, hate against Tron or, Primeval Titan decks. I don't know how good it is against Valakut decks specifically because the Primeval Titan decks are now Valakut and not Field of the Dead because Field of the Dead is also banned. And without everyone else having Field of the Dead, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I want to see. And the trick here is, Cleansing Wildfire destroys target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle their library, and then you draw a card. And that works with flagstones. So you target your own flagstones of Trocaire. When flagstones is put into a graveyard, you search for a plains card and put it into play, which in this deck will almost always be Raugrin Triumph. And then Cleansing Wildfire also lets me get a basic land and put it into play. And then I get to draw a card. So it's like a super growth spiral, I guess, that fixes my mana. Yeah, it's really powerful. I do have to have both of these, and I kind of just have to have them. So that's a little awkward, but we'll see what happens. It could work. I kind of wish there was an Armageddon effect for this deck. Maybe we can play some busts or something. We got flagstones. It could work. It's probably very unnecessary, but that just sounds super sweet to me. Okay, so past that, it's the stuff you know and love from Jeskai. We got Path Exile. We got Spell Snare. We got Lightning Bolt. We got Lightning Helix. We got a bunch of Teferis and Jaces, and then some Force Negations and Cryptic Commands. The one thing I'll say here is we got Celestial Colonnade. It's back, people. I don't have to be turning on Mystic Sanctuary anymore. I am free to play as many Azorius Guild Gates as I want to play. So I got Celestial Colonnade. I will say, even though I don't have to play Mystic Sanctuary, I'm not positive that this isn't better as basic lands and or things to get with flagstones, because I have found you run a little low on flagstone targets some of the time. That is why I have 2 Hallowed Fountains and 2 Raugrin Triomes, but I still only have 6 total targets, so I could definitely see there being a second Plains in this deck. Just like basic Plains. I might have to look into that, but we'll see where we go after some games. Sideboard, I've got Aether Gust. I still think Aether Gust is good. I still think there's going to be a ton of green and red decks, especially aggressive ones. I think it's going to be less good against... It's going to be less good against Primetime because I can't just Aether Gust them every single turn with Mystic Sanctuary anymore. But I do have Snapcaster Mage. I can Aether Gust them a bunch. And I think Primetime decks are a little worse now, so I think it'll be okay. 3 Shark Typhoons for Counterspell Mirrors, another Mystical Dispute, and some Doman Vetoes for those same mirrors. A Ceremonious Rejection for Tron. Supreme Verdicts for Flood the Board decks. And Celestial Purge for Jund / Red Black Shadow / any red or black deck. I guess. Alright, let's get in. Let's battle. Won the die roll here. We get to play first. That's beautiful. This hand has only 1 land, sadly. I'm going to ship it. This hand also has 1 land. You wouldn't know I'm playing 25 with these hands so far. But this hand, it is a 5. And I don't have red mana for Cleansing Wildfire, but I'm going to keep and bottom these 2 and hope to draw some red mana. That's what I'm going to do. I know you're supposed to mulligan a lot in Modern nowadays, but this is not the deck that wants to do it. Jeskai Control has never historically been the I want a mulligan deck, but it's alright. We are 1 red source and a Teferi away from a pretty good hand, actually, so we'll see how this goes. Solundi Vision, so presumably Storm? Red Source Plez. No, Path to Exile. That is not a red source. In fact, Path to Exile is really bad against Storms, so not super happy that I drew 2 of them, but it is what it is. I want to save the Spell Snare for spells, given that I have these Path to Exiles. Pathing Storm is really bad. It's going to get me beat, probably. But it is where I'm at, so this is what I got. Alright, this actually this actually works. You can... Oh no, which one did I just play? I don't think it really matters. This does fix red for me. Alright, they're casting a berry. And just passing, sure. Seems like they probably have a remand. Oh, they don't have any more lands? Oh man, pathing them here. It's really awful. I kind of wish I had just spell snared this, but it is what it is. I think they'll just take the land here. Alright. Okay, that's not terrible. Probably want to get a blue source, I would assume. Ooh, drew another land. Just gonna play that tapped. We got a clock now. We can colonnade them. Really, I mean, all I got here is a spell snare. I really need to hope that this gets me through this turn. It may or may not. We'll see. I will say I cannot let a mana creature like a Baral resolve this time. Yep, I have to counter that one. It makes sense why they wouldn't try to remand the last one now. It felt like they had a remand too, the way they played last turn. Oh no, they just let that happen. Maybe they have another Baral? No, just an opt. Okay. So this could be like an empty. I could see them going like ritual, ritual, empty here. Maybe if they already have the piff too. Nope, they're just going to pass. Fair enough. I would like to draw a Teferi here. Or Plains. That's not really the same thing, but, you know, it works. Alright, they're just going. They're going for something here. More foes. I'm not going to beat empty this game. That's just not going to happen. So what I'm going to try to do is counter gifts. Hope they're trying to gifts. If they empty, I'm just in a lot of trouble. But that's, you know, not much I can do. I put up a decent fight for being on 5. Huh. Piff here? So if I let it resolve, they get a bunch of cards, but that's all they're really doing is just trying to get some cards. I think I'm going to let it resolve and counter the first spell they cast. Because they only have 1 red mana, so if I counter whatever they cast with red, then at best they're opting, which is just fine. I was going to say, do they have like a Mystical Dispute main? What is this? Alright, we got a Lightning Helix. That's not great. Force Negation's pretty good, though. I'll take a Force. I don't love where I'm at. Kind of a rough spot with me not clocking them and not having like a Teferi or Jace going. But I think we've put ourselves in a spot where we can do something, or, you know, we can win if we get there, I guess. Four mana creatures down. Is this the remand? No, repeal. I don't think I can afford this 2-for-1. I think this seems way too bad for me. And I think it leaves them low enough resources that they're not really doing anything anyway once this happens. Oh man, it'd be really good if this could just fetch a Cryptic Command and put it on top of my library, wouldn't it? Shame. Shame it can't do that. It would be so good. Alright, let's get our beats in and pass. And I guess I'm fetching a Scalding Turn. Or Steam Vent, sorry. I don't have any cards in hand, so not much to bluff here. Definitely want to thin, because I desperately need to draw spells at this point. Alright, opponent is going to go off here, it appears. Although, it's not clear they're doing anything once they've passed In Flames here. They get to draw 2 cards and make a little bit of mana, but like, not a ton. They kind of need to already have the payoff. Maybe the opt will get them there. But no, now they don't have any more blue mana. Oh, they just have Morphos in hand. Okay. Well, they could fizzle from this spot. Doesn't look like they will, but they could. Empty for a lot. Okay, that's going to be really hard to beat. I'm at 22. We drew a land. Can we race? So I'm taking 12, no, 14 down to 8. They go to 11, and there's 7. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we drew a few too many lands, and we're going to pack this one in. It's alright, though. Mold to 5. Never drew a card draw spell. And we have a few. We got like 5, so decent chance we'd see one. Even like a Snapcaster would have been really good that game. I do like Aether Gust against this deck, though. Turning off Passive Flames and the Rituals seems quite good. Veto's good. Mystical Dispute's good. I don't think the Cleansing Wildfire is necessary. I don't like Path. Question is, do I want Shark Typhoon just as like they didn't do anything, end of turn, tap out for a flying threat type thing? I'm not sure. I could see it being better than this Teferi. This Teferi is like okay against Storm. It does turn off like their remand stuff or like their end of turn gifts, but it's not amazing against them. It's fine. I'm still probably supposed to keep Teferi. I'm not going to bring in... I'll bring in 1 Shark Typhoon. Maybe I should have a Supreme Verdict just in case they empty me again. I'm going to bring in 1 Supreme Verdict. I think that's fine. Yeah, I like this. I like this sideboard plan here. Sure. Sand seems fine. It's not necessarily amazing, but it's definitely fine. Opponent has an upkeep stop on me for turn 1. That is interesting. Alright. We're all good. I'm going to give me a Raugrin Triome. There's a chance this deck should have 3 Raugrin Triomes in it. I'm not going to lie. I know that seems wild, but I actually think there's a chance that's right. It's really good with this Flagstones deck. Alright, time for a second Raugrin. And now the mana is perfect. So I don't want to cast Teferi into a remand. I'd rather let them do something first. And I have a Bolt for a mana creature plus a Veto for whatever they want to do, although they probably will wait a little bit. But I can certainly get into a spot here where I can cast Teferi with Veto backup. Which seems reasonable. Ooh, the Colonnade. Right, I'm definitely going to play that then. Alright, it appears opponent is going to do something here, which I like. Right, they are not interested in casting anything. Just a little annoying. I think I'm going to still wait one more turn. I think I still can wait one more. Because then I can even pass with Teferi plus Bolt, which is pretty good. Alright. I believe it is now time to make this thing happen. Let's cast a Teferi Time Raveler. It appears they have a Mystical Dispute in their hand, which I assume they'll fire off. Gifts? Yep, this was why I wanted to do this, so I can counter the gifts. Unfortunately, this now means their mystical dispute resolves. Oh no, they didn't have it. Interesting. Alright, I'm just going to plus here. This deck could have Bolt. They could Grape Shot my Teferi away. There's a lot of stuff there. I just want to make sure that I can kill the mana creature that comes down, because it is pretty hard for them to go off like right here and just kill me without a Brawl. With a Brawl in play, it's very doable. But they get reduction on one spell because they can't respond with Teferi in play, so that actually is pretty nice. So Brawl down. You got 3 mana. A second Gifts here would be pretty bad. A Piff wouldn't be, or Pass and Flames wouldn't be terrible. Pieces is fine. And they got Amorphos off of it. Oh, that's actually pretty unlucky. I will accept, though. So they're down to 3 mana. They need a Ritual if they're going to cast anything else. I mean, killing the Brawl there was huge for us. I'm very happy I waited to 6 mana to hold up the Bolt, because they'd be going crazy right now if they had a Brawl in play. I mean, they'd have 3 extra mana, 4 extra mana at this point. But and 4 is the number they need to get to, so the fact they're stuck at 3 right now is just very, very tough for them. Silundi Vision. Alright, so they're out of mana now. We get to untap with 2 Teferis in play, holding up a veto. I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. I like where we're at. Oh, and a Snapcaster Mage? Hello, Snapcaster Mage. I'm going to do a minus on nothing here, I think. Ooh, and a Gust. Beautiful. I would like to draw a land. No, that's not a land, but Jace is still pretty good. I'll take a Jace. Alright, so I need to be very, very careful here. Okay, that's fine. Desperate Ritual, also fine. Pieces I could counter. I think I'm supposed to counter this. This goes so bad for me. This goes so bad for me if they have exactly Piff in hand, but anything else I'm good with. And I don't think they do, and I want to stop this because it gives them 5 looks at Piff. Piff is past in Flames, if that wasn't clear to anybody watching. Okay, repeal your own Goblin is good. I will take that. This would be really good if this could get a Dovin's Veto. I'm gonna keep saying it, y'all. I can't. I'm not stopping. I can't stop. I won't stop. All right. So many things to do here. What is the best of the options? What if I snap Bolt, untap 2 lands, and I still have a... Yeah, so basically I'm tapping 2 lands, and then I still have Aether Gust plus Snapcaster Veto up. Yes, beautiful. Okay. And now I get to pass. Untap 2 lands. Beautiful. And it's your go. And now this game is officially over. I don't think there's a single thing opponent can do to get back in this. It's okay. Let's play a Yace. Yace, you can brainstorm. Oh, beautiful. I'll put these 2 back, I guess. Then I'm going to play a Flagstones and sack... No, I wanted to keep the other one. Well, whatever. Not a huge deal, the game's over, but I was definitely supposed to keep the untapped one. I'll get the Hallowed Fountain, I guess. I still have way too many counter spells for him to come back from here. Certain Visions is fine. That one, I want to Aether Gust. Well, that was a pretty good one, too. Ooh, another Flagstones. So I get to do the Brainstorm thing again. Alright, I'm going to put this one back. And this one back. Alright, let's attack for 2. And then I'm going to bolt them. Return Snapcaster. Snapcaster, bolt. Oh, this feels so good. It's just everything I've ever dreamed of. Alright, we're going to keep the untapped one this time. Even got a nice little shuffle in there. Alright, and now we get to pass with a bunch of mana up, a bunch of counter spells. Bouncing Snapcaster Mage with Teferi just feels so good. Feels so good. Man, I forgot how much I missed this Modern. I'm going to get an emblem and start brainstorming. I think that should probably be enough to lock this game up. I'll put this one back and... I don't know, this one back, I guess. That land, that land, that land. Maybe I was supposed to play the other Teferi. They've got 1 turn here, and they have to beat like 6 counter spells. It's just not happening. It's not going to happen for a Jolo T over here. No. I'm going to Aether Gust that. And you now are not going to have any permanents. That one. Put this one and this one back, I guess. That one. That one. That one. Alright, opponent has no permanents, and I have 2 Lightning Helixes. Oh, man, I forgot about Teferi, too. Beautiful. B-E-A, beautiful. What a win. Just clean board. Nothing. No permanents in play. Oh, so nice. So nice. On the draw, I like having extra Supreme Verdict a little more. This Teferi was actually pretty good. I think I'm going to leave it. I kind of want to cut something expensive now that I brought the Verdict in. There's a chance I only want one Jace, maybe. Could also cut a Cryptic, although I think Cryptic's good. This Teferi, I think, is good enough. Even at 3 copies, I think it's fine. I'm going to cut one Jace. I think that's fine. How is this for a hand? Well, it's not very good. I'm going to be honest. Is it better than a random 6? I think there's an argument it's better. I think if this Teferi resolves, I'm going to win. But it's pretty slow. I don't have any early interaction. I'm going to keep, though. I got a feeling we're going to draw a Snare or a Bolt. I can feel it in my soul. I might just get, like, turn 2 emptied for 6 and die, but, yeah, I mean, alright. That's, well, I'm going to play the Colonnade, I guess. There's a chance I end up cycling this. Defense is not a Spell Snare or a Bolt, but they're kind of the same thing. Alright, this is really bad for me. I really need somebody to kill this right now. That just absolutely doesn't do it. Okay, okay. So what does this mean for us here? I think I'm going to get cheeky here. I think I'm just going to play... I'm just going to play the Flooded Strand and pass. And there's a chance that they go to combat before they do anything. And if that happens, I can flash in the Snap. And just like get that free 2 points in here. Alright, they just totally don't agree with that assessment. I think I'm fine with Solemn Vision, though. Getting gifts? Well, I don't really love that, I'm going to be honest. Into another ritual, huh? I should be able to give him... Oh, just empty. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now I'm probably almost 100% dead. Unless I draw one of my 2 verdicts, like, right now. Does look like there's a decent chance I'll get this Electromancer here, though, with the Snappy Boy. A little late, but it'll play. I don't really think second Snapcaster does really anything at all, but I'm going to play a Teferi in minus here. Try and get closer to a verdict. We'll see if we can actually make it. I was going to say, you can't leave Teferi in play. There's no way. Alright, they are taking out Teferi. That makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. Now, what does Bolt do for me here? Is it realistic that I could kill enough of these? It's probably not. I'm going to play the Steam Vent. I think I have to. So they're going to end of turn gifts here, I believe. I think I have to Cryptic bounce a token. Is that good? Because I can't Cryptic tap. I think I have to Cryptic bounce. Which is awkward, but I think it's where we're at. Because I can survive next turn now with like a bolt and a snap, I guess. Go to 1. I could also just draw a Supreme Verdict and be totally good just in this game. Both of those things could happen. It would be awesome. Verdict off the top deck, please. Verdict. Aether Gust. Not a verdict. It does keep me alive. Okay. I'm going to play this. Does this really keep me alive? I'm going to 1 here. What is this? Oh, it's got something in store for me. They have a plan. I'm going to gust a goblin. And I'm going to lightning bolt a goblin. And go to 1 lives. Grape Shot's not an instant. Or is it an instant? I don't think Grape Shot's an instant. Remand. You know there's... No, there was not a way I could have tapped those better than that. Alright, we're dead. Lost to Storm. I think that's actually a good matchup. I think we mulled the 5 game 1, and I kept kind of a loose hand in game 3. I probably shouldn't have kept, but that's alright. We're still learning. This deck still feels pretty good. It feels like there's something here, maybe. Yeah, this hand looks good. Looks like a keep. Inquisition of Kozilek? Wow. I haven't seen one of those in a while, and I'm not going to lie, it's making me feel pretty good on the inside here. I'm enjoying that. Ooh, Path was a good draw. Don't you dare try to bob me. I'm not going to have it. Hearts does... What? Excuse me? Lovestruck Beast. Is Absent back? Are we playing against Lingering Souls? This card with Lingering Souls is kind of hot. Not even gonna lie, that's actually that's pretty nice. Oh, they're gonna cast the Lovestruck Beast. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to path the Lovestruck Beast. I don't like 5/5s. It seems a little too good. I think there's an argument to like using Steam Vents before Flagstones because I do have just happened. Undo. I do have Cleansing Wildfire in my deck, so I could get those, but I don't know. I don't mind just getting it out of the way here. Oh man, they paused for a second after attacks. I thought I was about to get like Fallen Shinobi or something wild. That would have been awesome. Would have been into that. I don't really understand what I'm playing against here, but it's kind of sweet, I guess. I don't know, maybe Love Struck Beast is good. Alright, this drawing mono land thing. Getting old. I'd like to draw less lands, please. I'm taking some beats this turn, though. They're coming in. Coming in hot. Thoughtseize. Alright. Well, if you're gonna do it like that. Question is, am I supposed to counter bounce Love Struck, counter tap, counter draw? I think it's counter draw. If I can draw any way to deal with Love Struck Beast, like, you know, a basic island, Teferi can come down next turn and do some work, but sadly, we Lingering Souls? Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Well, I have to say, the Scalding Tarn, this Flood Stream would be a lot better if they could fetch spells and put them on top of my deck. Well, Snapcaster does keep Teferi alive. I was going to concede if I didn't draw anything, but this gives me a shot. Not a good shot, mind you, but a shot. Let's see where they attack. Me or the Tef? This one's going to Tef. This one's going to Tef. They're all going to Tef. That one at me. All right, very good. I would like to block the Love Struck Beast. Okay, that keeps Teferi alive. Wow, these lands are everywhere. Beginning of combat. Tap draw. I hope they Thoughtseize me post-combat and just see 5 lands or a hand with nothing. I never hit anything! I'm going to Cleansing my Flagstones. Get an island. Ooh, drew a Lightning Helix. That keeps me alive. It's good. Get a Raugrin. Now I'm going to plus another Colonnade, you say? Right. Then let me hit there and Datha Triome. Spell Snare's good. Spell Snare does something. Guess I'm going to get this Colonnade in play. And now Teferi can live depending on how they choose to attack. So we'll see. They have lethal here, so they might just try to attack me. It is possible. No, they're going at Teferi. That one's coming at me. Interesting. This is not how I would have chosen to attack. That's alright. Kill the flyer, I guess. Using lightning helixes on spirits isn't generally very good either, for being honest. The souls, they return. Okay, that keeps the fairy alive for another turn. That's good. And I think I'm just going to tap draw. I don't want to risk getting my cryptic tap blown out by trying to bounce my own snap. I think that's a little aggressive on my part. So I'm just going to snap, cryptic, tap draw. Man, Cryptic Command is a heck of a magic card, I'll tell you what. I don't know what's in their hand, but it doesn't seem like it's very much. I'm going to get rid of this Love-Struck Beast now. No more 5/5s. I'm going to deal with these 5/1/1s somehow. Some way. We'll find a way. Alright, we have done a fantastic job of drawing every land in my deck. I'll say that much. I don't really even have fetchables. I guess I have a plains I can get. Oh, I do have another Hallowed Fountain. Alright, I'll put the Sacred Foundry in play. There's the flagstones. Beautiful. Alright. Well, I'm actually at the point now where I can animate a colonnade. I'm almost close to doing two, but it's still just one at the moment. I was probably not supposed to attack here while I'm looking at it. I think it's okay, though. We'll block the one coming at me, because Teferi's dead no matter what I do. Fatal Push. Alright. Not really sure why you let me block, but that's fine. Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, we could use a Spell Snare. Yes. Snare that. Get up out of here. Alright, spells. That kind of plays. I'll accept it. So I have a Hallowed Fountain left. That's the only thing the Scalding Tarn can fetch, so I kind of want to do that. Can I race? Probably not. Probably just need to be on blocking duty here. Yeah, almost certainly can't race. I thought about playing a Nico Eris in this deck just to see how good it was going to be. It would be pretty good here. Oh, you know, I also wanted to try Behold the Multiverse now that I think about it. I should maybe try that one. We'll give that one a shot in a later deck. Oh no. The Sturry Wildwood. Alright. Do they have another push? Hoping they do not. Block. Block. Okay. White, red, helix, that one. Alright, we've put ourselves into a manageable position. Oh, we get to even fire off another snare. Just get that goif out of here. Beautiful. I need to draw something now. I have no spells left. But I also almost have no lands left in my deck at all. I've got like 1 flagstones left in my entire deck and some fetches. So I shouldn't draw land here. Should draw a spell. Oh, opponent knows. Opponent knows I'm sweating, so they got the slow roll stopping my upkeep on. God, the slow roll stop. It's brutal. Make them sweat. Alright. How about a spell? Like a 5-minute Teferi here would be incredible. Let's draw that. Or a Jace. I would take Jace. Jace in a heartbeat. Man, opponent really has the slow roll stop in. Alright, we drew a land. It's okay. I mean, I've drawn a lot of spells, so I can't like say I've drawn mono lands, but I don't know, I have 25 lands in my deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 lands. So I have 5 lands left in my deck total. It was like sub 20% to draw a land that turn. Okay, if they drew a kill spell here, this is very bad for me. And it feels like they did based on the fact they're attacking here. Or maybe they're just trying to push damage. I don't know. Interesting. Oh, Scoos? Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad for me. Kill spell now. We're sub 20% to draw a land at any point. And we drew them in back-to-back turns, so beautiful. Alright. So Abzan. Definitely want the verdicts. They're coming in. It feels like this deck should maybe have verdicts main. It feels like the verdicts are good. I also think I like Shark Typhoon in a matchup like this. And a Braid because we saw Snapcaster for sure. Or not Snapcaster because we saw Stoneforge Mystic. Being able to destroy like a Batterskull would be pretty good. I like Force Negation for Lingering Souls. I don't really think I need Helix. I think the Cleansings are okay but cuttable. I'm going to cut a Snap because of Scavenging Use. I think cutting 1 Snap is fine. I actually think this is the type of game where I'd want to like hardcast a Shark Typhoon, but even cycling it to make it 2/2 just to be able to block some souls is going to be fine. I could see bringing in a Gust, but I'm not super keen on it. It's not like amazing against a deck like this. It's fine. Would I like to play first? Yes. Hey, this hand's actually kind of nice. We got the Verdict. We got the Cleansing Wildfire Flagstones turn 2 ramp into turn 3 Verdict and or Cryptic Command. No! No! They took my Wildfire! Brutal! We had it too! We had it. I want to stop a Stoneforge Mystic here. I don't really care about anything else, but I am going to try to stop a Stoneforge. Just play this Mana Leak. Okay, that's not a Stoneforge. I would probably counter Tarmogoyf too. Yeah. I think I'll counter Tarmogoyf too. Second Verdict, huh? Thoughtseize. Oh, well, you either get my Verdict or my Cryptic. You can have one of those things for sure. It's your choice. They took the Cryptic. Fair enough. Into a Joyf. Okay. I don't need to keep saying how good it would be if this could just fetch a Cryptic and put it on top of my library, right? I think we've established that. I kind of think I'm supposed to just fire off a Verdict here. Opponent's not going to play more out into it. They know I have 2 in hand. I think I just need to take my 1-for-1 trade and just get over it and keep moving on. I think that's where I'm at. Liliana the Veil, huh? It's a yikes. Alright, well. It's going to be this Verdict, which stinks, because now I don't have access to any more. And they probably... Oh, they discarded Peatland. Interesting. Oh my goodness. If there was a better draw, I couldn't think of one. I guess 5 Mana Teferi was maybe better. That's a really, really good draw, though. Holy cow. Yeah, let's brainstorm. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these two. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, historically, Liliana's been one of the best planeswalkers in Magic. But she never was very good against Jace, I'll tell you what. I think, like, in the story, she kind of, like, messes with Jace and, like, I don't know, does some stuff to him. But, yeah. in the actual gameplay, one of these is much better than the other one, that is for sure. Oh, they discarded Lingering Souls? That's so much value. It's so much value. Oh, so good. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to put these two back. Yeah. Shock this one in and just pass. And if they go for a plus on Liliana, I think I'm going to snap Cryptic Bounce Liliana in response. Bounce tap, maybe? I think that's the line. This bounce draw doesn't really get me anywhere. Turn target permanent to its owner's hand. Tap all creatures. Opponent's control. Alright, and now you get to discard a card. Which one will you choose? Another Bobble. Okay. So they have a Sword of Fire and Ice, a Liliana of the Veil, and something else in their hand. Looks like they're going to go for the Lily Minus here, which I'm fine with. Plussing really doesn't make sense here, so they almost certainly are minusing Kill My Snap, which makes sense. But now Lily's not really a threat. I can bolt it when I find one. Jace is just going to start cleaning up here. Ooh, a Spell Snare. That's actually pretty good. Let's Brainstorm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so I think I'm going to put both lands back. No. No, that's not right. Alright, new plan. I'm going to shock this in. Okay. Nope, we're going to do this right. Beautiful. So Liliana's out of here. Stoneforge Mystic is out of here. And we have a Jace on an empty board. With a nice little 4/4 to protect it. Colonnades back, baby. Oh, how I missed it. Mana lands in Magic are just so good for Magic. Honestly, it was so stupid. We were in a spot where this card was just so unplayable. It creates good games where you just scrap for a little bit and then you get a man land. It's great. It's good stuff. Man, people are playing Lingering Souls again. I don't know exactly what's happening here, but I love this. Cling to Dust, my mana leak. Oh, strong. Happy I boarded out exactly one snap. So they still have a Sword of Fire and Ice. And I still don't like that. Alright, I'm going to Brainstorm. Oh my goodness. There's very many Flooded Strands. Thoughtseize? Yep, that happens. The good news for me here is they can play Sword of Fire and Ice, but they can't equip. So I still have a block with Colonnade this turn. And if they double attack, then I can just bounce the other one with Jace next turn. They won't have a creature in play after they play the sword. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I assume they don't attack there. But this is good for me because it gives me time to find a way to kill whatever they equip to. That wasn't it. All right, let's draw 3 cards. Wow, we even with Jace we draw mono lands with this deck. Pretty unreal. Pretty unbelievable. So I'm losing Jace here. Sadly, Colonnade becomes a blue and white creature, so it can't block whatever has the Sword of Fire and Ice on it. Yep. Good news is, though, is if they want to kill Jace, they do have to attack it and not get the triggers. So that's a thing. I'm not sure how good that... Oh, they're going at me. Wow, that's interesting. So they'd rather have the card, which I don't think this was right, but... Okay. Alright, let's fetch again. Get a hallowed fountain. And then mana leak this. At some point, I will draw spells. It's going to be wonderful. That's a spell. That one counts. Oh my gosh, Andia Braid. Beautiful. Alright, so this essentially costs 3, so we're using these, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 left. So 1 mana away from Teferi plus Colonnade. I think this is all okay, though. All right. So I'm hoping that the Colonnade being active here makes them not attack with this. It makes them make the same play they made last time, which is attack me and try to shoot something. Because if that's the case, beautiful. I can just abrade this sword. And I'll take 1. 1's fine. Let's hope they play a 2-drop. I would like that. Looks like a 2. No, I thought it was a 2-drop. I was excited. Is this a Siege Rhino? Ashjack Dream Render. That's annoying. You're gonna get rid of all my stuff. They milled 4 cards. Okay. Well, I guess I'm glad I boarded out the 1 snap I did. I now no longer have any verdicts at all, but that's fine. Alright, let's brainstorm. Oh, those are good. Those are very good. I'm going to put these 2 back for now. And I think I'm going to bolt this spirit. Activate my Kalinad. Try to kill Ashiok. And you know what? Just for good measure, let's tuck this one. Could have drawn the card there, but I don't need it. We'll tuck. Five mana? Better Skull! Yes, the hardcast Skull. You'll love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. That's it. I'm just going to straight path this thing right now. But you do love to see it. That is good. Oh, that is beautiful. All right, let's plus... It's like a free Teferi. Plus again. Keep this one. Now I'd like to brainstorm. Oh, a Shirk Typhoon? That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty darn good. Put Snap on top of my library, I think. And just get this Tef in play. Should I bounce their Batterskull? Nah. Get to untap so many lands here. Beautiful. Nice. can't take my Shark Typhoon. This thing costs 6, buddy. You can have the other two, though. Those ones are fine. I don't like how much graveyard hate opponent has brought in against me. They have Scavenging Ooze. They have Cling to Dust. They brought an Ashiok, too. Ashiok, when I can't fetch Mystic Sanctuary anymore, has gotten a lot worse. I'm going to be honest. The card does not make very much sense to me. Like, I guess it turns off my Flagstone stuff, but whatever. It's just, I don't think it's quite good enough. All that said, it does make me consider cutting another Snap for like a Veto. I could also see a Helix. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to get rid of all of these. Bring in 2 Vetoes and a Helix. If they're going to bring in Ashiok, I know I could still use Cleansing Wildfire, but this is not... Like, they're not fast. I don't, like, absolutely need the acceleration by any means. Sand seems fine. It looks a little white heavy, but it's deceptive because one of these is really a Raugrin Triome. Alright, opponent. What are we doing? Deciding on the mulligan. Fair enough. I'm just going to lead on Tarn. Just want to fetch out a Steam Vents right away, I think. There's certainly an argument for Colonnade, but if I do want a path next turn, I can just play a Flagstones. Tarmogoyf. Hello, Joyf. I could also just fetch a Raugrin here. I think that's totally fine. I think Steam Vents is a little better, though. I'm definitely not hurting for white, and leaving planes in your deck for Flagstones I think has value. I can bolt the Joyf right now. That is amazing. Bolt it. You don't see Joyf getting bolted very often, I'll tell you what. That is not a common occurrence. Gavany Township. Oh no. I kind of wish I had my Cleansing Wildfire still in. Big yikes. Big yikes. I am going to discard this here Plains, I believe. This one could be a problem. Could be a problem. Yeah. Discard the Plains. I think there's a chance I was supposed to force negation it, but no. Oh, that was a really good draw, actually. Like a very, very good draw, actually. So what am I discarding here? I think at this point I kind of want to discard the Force of Negation. I think that's right. I will have wished it was this Flagstones if this hits a land. Oh my god. And then they immediately Lingering Souls? Come on, man. Should have discarded the Typhoon, I guess. Yep. It's a T. That is a tilt. Alright. This is not actually the end of the world for me, though. It's not great, certainly. I'm going to put these two on top of the library. Because I'm going to have to bounce draw Liliana next turn, unfortunately. Really don't want them to draw land here. Land would be kind of devastating. Okay, not a land. That's still pretty bad for me, though. I'm kind of stunned they didn't minus and that they're letting me trade here, but here we are. So he discards a card. I will discard this here Flag Stones. Oh my goodness, that's so many good cards. I'm gonna get rid of the Spell Snare too. Keep this one. Get a Raudrin. I'm going to path this here Spirit. And then I definitely don't want to let them ult Lily, so I'm just going to bounce draw now. It's going to get to come back down, but that's fine. Because if it comes back down next turn, I can just draw a land and attack it with Colonnade and they die. Or Lily dies, so that's fine. Ugh, another Souls? That one is rough. That was not what I was hoping to see there. A Verdict would still be really good. I could find one of those. Oh, they still have a Souls in their yard, too? Ugh. So many Souls. Lingerers. The Lingerers. Alright. I think I needed to Fairy Bounce. Okay, Shark Typhoon's kind of good. Oh, well. Huh. There is the verdict we needed to begin with. Alright. Sadly, I can't really stop them from equipping. I can kill the first thing they equip to, but they're getting a hit in. It's going to happen. Yep. Oh, no. Well. Could I just bounce the sword? No, I still have mana short of that, right? I'm just going to let all this happen. Yep, they played Lily here. Fair enough. Each player discards a card. I don't really want to discard any of these. I guess it's the bolt. So I'm thinking I really want to just kill Liliana here. And hopefully they extend into the verdict next turn. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Oh my god. Inquisition would be fine. Thoughtseize would be devastating. Oh, Cling my Cryptic? That's fine. There's another Souls. Oh my god, they do have the Thoughtseize, man. Brutal. That was super brutal. Well, big time punish. I was going to say, I think they're going to cling my Supreme Verdict here and not give me a chance to Snapcaster it. Yep. But given that this is where we're at, we still have a chance. I'm not going to say it's a good chance, but it is a chance. Because I can draw Teferi here and bounce this sword. And then I have Cryptic for it on the way back down. And then the clock is still a clock, but it's manageable, I guess. I also have another Verdict I can draw to. I do have two. Man, it'd be really good if they could get a spell out of my graveyard. Inquisition. I mean, they know my hand. They know that it doesn't do anything. No shot. Not letting that one happen. If they drew a Veil of Summer as their only card in here, that would be so brutal. Alright. Wasn't a Veil of Summer. I'm still under quite the clock here, though. That hasn't changed. But I am now one Supreme Verdict away from having dealt with everything they have. So that would be good. They just skipped through attacking, too? That's interesting. Huh. Well, I'm still dead on board, though, sadly, because of Gavany. I guess I can kind of live. It's not good, but it does keep me somewhat alive. Okay. That keeps me alive. Maybe I was supposed to cycle for 2 there so that it trades. I definitely was, I think. Because I could have cycled the other one for 2, too. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was dumb. Gaddock Teague. Okay. Yep. So I still think I'm supposed to eat one and leave myself a 3/3. I think that's slightly better. I don't think it would have been better. Okay, Flagstones is not a very good draw here. That's alright. Alright, Supreme Verdict would still be good. Cryptic keeps me alive. Force Negation does actual nothing. Helix kind of saved me. At least it would have. Yeah, I'm just dead here. Just absolutely dead here. Well, that's a shame. The turn where they thought sees the verdict really beat us. I think we could have played through it other than that. But that one got me. And we have a quick 0-2. This has been good. Ugh. To be fair, though, we're losing very close matches. And I do feel like the deck is misbuilt. So far, it's felt like I should have Supreme Verdict's main, which maybe makes me think that we could just be straight blue-white. But who knows? Just trying to gather data in this early format at this point. Alright, opponent won the die roll here. Got a nice awkward hand, but if opponent has 2 drops in their deck, it's going to be good. Oh, they're playing Luris. They probably do have 2 drops if you're playing Luris. We'll say that. Is this Boggles? Wonderful. This is historically one of Jeskai's absolute worst matchups. You'll love to see it. I don't even have the main deck Supreme Verdict, so I just like have no game at all against this. Okay. Yup. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to stop it. Okay, Cryptic Command's good. That helps a little. Two drop? Snare. All day. Snare. Got him. Got him. Ooh. It's actually a decent draw here. I guess I'm bouncing Ethereal Armor. What? Manatithe! What? What just happened to me? I got counterspelled out of Boggles? Trying to play my anti-counterspell card? Are you kidding? Alright. Touche, Boggles opponent. Touche. Wait, why did they Manatithe my Snare? Oh, I had 2 mana up. Well, the Flagstones actually played around it, I guess. Alright. Well, we're now in dire straits. If the Teferi had bounced this, we actually would be... Oh, and I can't even Cryptic Command here. Great. Very good. Very, very good. Yep. Well, hopefully they draw a 2-drop, because that's all this hand does is counter 2-drops. I need to find a blue source next turn or I'm just straight up dead. I can bounce the Ethereal Armor, like tap and bounce, and that kills Daybreak Coronet. Just good. Oh my god, we got the 2-drop in there. You love to see it. You love to see it. So I can bounce Ethereal, like go to their turn, bounce Ethereal Armor, tap Boggle. I think that's reasonable. Oh my god. Well, it's kind of a blue source. I'd like to keep this one. So this maybe keeps me in this game. So I can also just 5-minute to Fairy tuck Ethereal Armor and Daybreak Coronet falls off. And they can't even draw Ethereal Armor. They could draw another thing, but Daybreak Coronet is also a bad draw at that point. Like, they're not attacking through Snapcaster right now. Oh my, don't Griff's boon me. It's just like, I have the exact turn I need, and it's just like, alright, here's exactly 2 enchantments. One, you know, they give enough power and evasion that you're dead. Alright, well, opponents can draw good too, but that is frustrating. I'm gonna bring in all of the things. And the Aethergus, I guess. Because Path Exile seems quite bad. Lightning Helix seems quite bad. I feel like Cleansing Wildfire is like okay. It's okay. I'm probably just supposed to cut the bolt. I do like to keep them in just because of the core Spirit Dancers, but you know, I'm just not gonna bring Gus in. Gus are like, they're okay. They're not great. I'll cut a bolt as well. 2 bolts is fine. Alright, this is not a hand that does anything. Well, it's a pretty awkward hand, but it is a hand, I guess. That's a good draw. Kind of wish I could use my Cleansing Wildfire here. I guess I could. I could, like, turn my plains into an island. That's probably not good. Glade Cover Scout, you say? Okay. Okay. Booned up. See ya. I'm going to return the boon. Alright, that was a good draw. So we have Verdict next turn. If they don't play like a Totem Armor spell, we're in a pretty good spot. Oh my god, don't play Totem. Anything but Totem Armor. That's fine. That plays. Get the Boggles out of here. Ooh, gonna kill Teferi, huh? Makes sense, but... Oh, we drew another Verdict? Game. game. Let's go to game 3. Oh, they got a Dryad Arbor. Ooh, I get to Cleansing Wildfire that? That's kind of hot. You can also just Verdict again. Do we have the Totem Armor this time? No. No Totem Armor. Is this the Totem Armor? No, just Ethereal Armor. Alright, so they're just all in on the fact that I don't have another one, and bad news for the opponent, I do. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about that. You know, I'm only playing 2. I do feel a little bad, but not. I don't really feel bad. Luris. Oh my. Luris is good. Probably need to counter Luris, I would assume. Can also just snap Verdict. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. No more getting Mana Tithe for me. I found the answer. Alright, Luris into Boggle. I get to have a sick little turn here, too. I get to Snapcaster, target Verdict, bounce my Snapcaster with Teferi, then cast Verdict. Oh, so good. So good. Alright, so this deck has felt a little not great so far. There's some things I do not like, but I will say Teferi and Snap. Yeah, I mean, that's something we could have done in the last format, but it was still worse than Mystic Sanctuary, which I think goes to show you how good Mystic Sanctuary was. But that's some sweet value. This is nice. And the fact that like Modern's at a place where I can be doing this is pretty good. I'm liking this. Enjoying this. All right. And it's your go. Oh man, that was such good value. Ooh, Gaddock Steve. He's here. Just Ethereal Armoring up Gaddock Steve. I see ya. I see ya. Alright. Do I want to kill the Horizon Canopy? I kind of do. Don't want him getting a free redraw here. That sounds not good to me. Alright, Force Negation plays. It's not amazing, but it plays. Oh, I can't stop it! He's gonna kill Teferi! Oh no! How do I beat Gaddock Teague? That's a really hard one for my post-board configuration to do anything about, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna die. Jesus, man. I went through all that work and I'm still just dead to Gaddock Steve. Well, it has First Strike, which is tough. Man, the Griff's Boon, so brutal. Another boon? No! Too many boons! Spirit Link. I don't think I can let that one happen. I guess if I had attacked with Colonnade last turn, I'd be in an okay spot. I mean, this is what we got. It's time to beat. If I'd attacked with Colonnade last turn, I would have dealt lethal here, so maybe should have looked harder for that. No, they found Xaxes and I missed Xaxes. All right, not a good start to today's matchup. Lost to a random Organic Steve. Ugh, you hate it. You hate to see it. Well, this was kind of a disaster, but it's not without lessons. Let's talk about what is going on with this deck and how I want to build it for the next iteration. Because I think that... Well, this league is over. I'm going to drop. Drop. But I think there's some stuff to be learned from this deck. So, one, Cleansing Wildfire didn't feel very good. And the Flagstones package with it also didn't feel very good. It made the mana kind of awkward. Raugrin was actually good. I would be happy to play Raugrin if I'm playing Jeskai going forward, for sure. But the Flagstone Cleansing Wildfire package didn't feel that good to me. Supreme Verdict was excellent in all of those games. I kind of think that one should be main. And I'm wondering how much... If I don't want the Cleansing Wildfire, I kind of feel like I should just not be playing red and that this should just be a straight-up blue-white deck. That's kind of what I think about this deck. I like the Spell Snares. I like the Paths. I think the next control deck I'm going to try is just straight blue-white. I think there's arguments for Esper too, but the Cleansing Wildfires just didn't feel that good. I don't think you necessarily need him to beat Tron. The Ramp... if it was always, like a Growth Spiral, I think it would be good. But the fact that it's like inconsistent and happens only some percentage of the time you have either of these cards is, not quite good enough, I don't think. And yeah, a lot of the good lands just got banned. So I kind of don't love Cleansing Wildfire. I think I'm going to go back to straight blue-white. There's definitely some stuff I want to try there. I want to try like a Stoneforge Mystic version of just straight blue-white. And just a straight blue-white control with a bunch of Teferis. We'll see how that feels. But like you see here, the entire sideboard is blue-white. Like this could just easily be a blue-white deck, and I can make the mana a lot cleaner. I even get to play Hengate Pathway, I think, which is gonna be really good in this deck. I don't know if it's better than Glacial Fortress. I assume it's worse than Glacial Fortress, but it's an interesting card. I can play it. See how that one goes. Yeah, I think I'm going to try straight blue-white after that. Thanks, everybody, for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Remember, if you like the content we're making here, please subscribe and like. I know a lot of people aren't going to like the fact that we O3'd, but it's a learning experience. We're trying to see what's going on. We have ruled out Jeskai. We are going to have a lot of these videos coming. I'm going to be trying a ton of decks. This is just step one. It's just where we're at. So here we are. But thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian DeMars. Zach Allen.
I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Arilax.